today what we're going to do is I'm going to show you 3 super easy and simple gym hairstyles. Do I look sexy or what? I hate myself. What do you think? Yes.
It's game time and I'm up one. Name something I ain't done. Name a body that's my type. Air Jordan, I'll take flight. I'm next level, I'm franchise.
To our winner, Julia Rene.
Good morning, buff babes and bros, and welcome back to another video. If you are new here, my name is Julia Rene, and I'm an IFBB Wellness Pro. So today what we're going to do is I'm going to show you 3 super easy and simple gym hairstyles, and I'm going to be answering your questions that you've asked me on Instagram. So let's get into it. Okay, so for this first one, we are going to need something semi-pointy and one of these little tiny rubber bands. And if you'd like, I stole Zach's hair product so that I can use it for more grip. So first we are going to create a section going down the middle, kind of going into a triangle. So right here and here. Let's see, is that even? Right here to here. I'm gonna be all lopsided. I think I need more on this side. Okay. We're already struggling. Okay, so we have this sectioned out. This is going to be our braid. So what I'm going to do is kind of lay this down here, and I am just going to pull away the rest of this because we're not going to be using the hair right here. So now I have this beautiful little unicorn. Oh my God, I look ridiculous. I'm gonna take a little bit of this, a little bit, massage it in until there's nothing on my hand so it doesn't leave white streaks. And then I'm just going to comb this, really massage it into here. So this is going to add some grip, and I can even slick this down so that it's out of my way. All right, so we're going to do a Dutch braid. So I'm going to grab a little section right here. That is a lopsided, but who cares? You know, we're going to the gym with this hairstyle, so it don't need to be perfect. Split it into 3. Okay, hopefully y'all could see this well. So the difference between a Dutch braid and a French braid. A Dutch braid, you go underneath. So I'm going to grab this first one under, move it over, then under, move it over. I'm going to do this one under. So by you doing it under, it creates the 3D look of the braid. There we go. Under. And now we're going to start adding some hair. So I'm going to grab a little port of this section and add it to this piece right here. And we are gonna go under. Bear with me, guys. First time trying to record how I do my hair on video. Under. Okay, 3 sections. Grabbing some more. Adding it to this 3rd section. Right here. Whoop. Going under. Ooh, the more organized that you can stay when you're doing braids, the better. All right, under. So this is what we got so far. So I'm gonna answer one of the first questions, which is, this one's actually really funny. It says, do you really not work abs? And I posted this on my Instagram whenever I was really close to the show and how I had abs. And I was telling people, I was basically trying to explain that you don't have abs just by crunching your way to abs. It doesn't work that way. If you have a low enough body fat percentage, then your abs will show. And it's really important to do ab exercises so that your abs are strengthened, because to be honest, my abs are weak as hell. Like, I went to do a yoga session yesterday and I've gotten really a lot better at yoga, but these girls, like, they could easily do all of these ab workouts and I couldn't, because I don't really train abs. Because when I get stage lean, I get lean enough to where my abs show. So now we're going to close this off. So the answer, no, I really don't train abs that much. The reason that my abs show is because my body fat is lean enough. But I am incorporating more abs into my training routine now, because I realized how weak my abs were. Like, they were doing those boat movements and they were like, boat down, boat up, boat down, boat up. And I couldn't even do it. And that was sad. And I was the only person in the class that couldn't do it. And I felt so left out. So yeah, I really don't, but I'm going to. I just got hair literally everywhere. So now that we got our braid down the middle, one thing that you can also do for this is you can add some more on the sides. So you can add a couple right here so that you have 3, but I'm not really wanting to do that. So now we're going to do the Beachy Waves. So I do these with a flat iron, and it helps if the flat iron has a beveled edge. So first we're going to clip this up. Split it into 2 sections. So the flat iron that I have, I look ridiculous right now, is the Paul Mitchell flat iron. And you can't really see it, but it has like a beveled edge so that you can easily kind of run your hands through, or run the iron through. So what I'm going to start by doing is, first I'm going to start by going down. So right here, I'm going to go down and then back up. Down and then back up. And then down. So this is what we got. Look at that. So I'm just going to leave it there. Not brush it out. Down, up. The key is to keep the iron moving at all times, because then it'll be very, what's the word? Denty. We don't want to be a dent head. Next section. This one might be a little bit easier for you guys to watch me do, because it's right up in the front. So now what you can do is you can alternate starting up and starting going down. So on these bottom ones, we started by going down. So now we can start by going up so that they don't smush, or so that they're a little bit more beachy. So up, down, up, down, up, down. So now that one ends going up, and we move it to the back. Keep it organized. And this next one, I'm gonna do it down. Down, up. See how fast I move it so that it doesn't dent and it just waves? Look at that. These are my favorite to do. Move it to the back. I'm gonna do this one going up because it's right. Actually, I'm gonna do it going down so that I don't have a big old bubble over my ear. So I'm gonna do down, up. Ta-da! That one is really twisty. So I'm gonna just do the rest of my head. and answer y'all's questions. Okay. The next question says, do you believe manifesting your goals and dreams really works? I wouldn't talk about it if I didn't believe in it. That's just a general rule of thumb for anything on my channel. I only talk about things that I truly believe in or that I have experienced in that really work. I have been doing intentional manifestation for the past couple years now, and it's crazy because I can look back and there's so many things that happened that I'm like, oh my God, wow, it came to fruition. So yes, I wouldn't talk about it if I didn't believe in it. The thing is you have to believe in it as well. Okay, so this is what it looks like when it is complete. You can add some dry shampoo or some texture spray to kind of get it to be a little bit more beachy. So you can either wear it like this, or we can put it up. All right, so what I'm gonna do is put a high pony. So I'm just gonna grab everything. I'm gonna grab my brush. Try and make the most beautiful high pony there ever was. My mommy got me this brush. Thanks, Mommy. She says I look like her. All right. Looking good. This has become my favorite gym hairstyle. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is first grab a band and I'm gonna put it up in a high pony. And then we're actually going to do something to make it a little bit more voluminous. So here's what the high pony looks like, and I'm actually going to grab a little bit of this so that I can slick these back. So a couple tricks. If you ever have little lumps in your hair, if you grab something pointy, you can use, this is a chopstick, or you can even use like a makeup brush, and you slide it in, and you can make them disappear. So here's the bump right here. Slide it in, bring it back, slide it in, bring it back. Why aren't you working? I'm doing it wrong. There we go. Okay, well, I can't fix that. That's just ugly. There we go. Here, make it smoother. There we go. A lot smoother. Okay, now we got one high pony. We're actually going to grab another hair tie and we're going to cut the ponytail in half. Cut it in half, and you are going to get this section and wrap the ponytail around it. So what this is going to do, it's going to look like a double pony. It's going to add a lot more volume to your high pony. Here we go. I have bangs, so they stick out, and you can even tease it a little bit if you want. look sexy or what? I look like a lion. I hate myself. Okay, next we are going to do double space buns with a Z. So we're gonna start with a chopstick. You can even use a thin makeup stick if you want to. And I'm gonna do a middle part, and I'm going to attempt to do a zigzag. All the way down. All right, let's see what this zigzag looks like. Not too shabby, Julia. Now we're just going to clean it up. Make it more zigzag-tacular. Zigzag-tacular. Right there, right there. Oh my God, it'd be so funny if I wore my hair like this. Okay, so we got a zigzag pattern going. So now we're going to split it off into two sections. So first, let's put this one out of the way. And I'm gonna make it into a pigtail. I'm not a pigtail person. I can't pull off the pigtails. What do you think? Oh my God, that looks ridiculous. Okay, moving on. Anyways, a little bit of this so we can slick down the area right here. That looks really funny. I promise it'll look cute eventually. All right, and now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get this baby comb. I'm gonna kind of comb it in the direction that we're going to take it. All right. Now we're gonna bring it up. So another question that I got was, do you struggle with cravings during prep? Yes. That's like, it's almost like asking, do you have to breathe to live? I don't know. It's just like, yeah, definitely. So I have prepped for 3 different shows. The first one, the show never happened. So now we're just gonna tie this up with 2 of these. So the first show never happened because COVID, that's when COVID hit, and my first show was canceled 3 weeks out. And then I prepped for my second show, and each time that I have prepped, my cravings have gotten better. They haven't been as bad. So the first time, it was really bad. The second time, not so bad. This third time, I still did struggle with it, but it wasn't as bad as it has been in the past, which I'm really happy about. That's because I spent a lot of time really just focusing on getting better in that area and not letting food literally be everything that I think about. And that's what I noticed that I was doing in my past preps, is that I was just thinking about food like from the minute I woke up to the minute I went to sleep. And I wouldn't do anything to control that. I would just let myself continue to think about food in that way. And if you're going to grow out of that, you have to do something to change that. So if there's a behavior that you know is not serving you and you're not doing anything to prevent it from happening or get better, then what's the point? You know, you can't just sit there and complain about it if you're not doing anything to make it better. So this whole year, I was like, I don't want that to be the case. Like, I don't want to suffer the entire time and just always think about food. So I made sure that I did a lot of different things for my mental health and the way that I thought about food so that I didn't have to suffer that way while I was on prep. So the answer is yes, but I'm getting better. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like them like this. So you could definitely wear it like this as well. And what you could do is you can grab like a little section and then you can wrap it around here so that it kind of covers it. Oh my God, now I look like that girl from the Rugrats. Never mind, never mind, never mind, never mind. Cancel, cancel, cancel. Hard pass, hard pass. Anyways, so what we're going to do is now turn them into buns. So I put 2 rubber bands on each side. So first I want you to tease it. I just tease them simply with a brush. It's gonna look freaking crazy. You can also wear your hair like this if you want to go to the gym and look like you got electrocuted. Whatever you want, no judgment here. This is a no judgment channel. This is you do you, boo. And as long as you're happy, that's all that matters. Okay, there's a method to this madness. Yes, I would definitely do this for like crazy hair day or just like a regular hair day. So I'm gonna grab a tiny bit of the paste and now we're going to create the buns. So we're gonna bring this teasiness, it just adds volume, and now we're going to twist. Twist it, twist it, twist. There we go. And now we're going to grab a baby rubber band and wrap it around once. Get another one. Wrap it around twice. There we go. Kind of pull it apart to your liking. Da-da-da. If anything sticks out, just grab like a bobby pin and stick that bitch back in. Next one, a little bit of paste. So I got another question that says, if calories in versus calories out is how you lose weight, then why do macros matter? And I think that is like a really good question. So if what he or she is saying is that the goal, how you lose weight is calories in versus calories out. So how many calories you are having per day is going to be determined whether you maintain, you gain weight, or you lose weight. So when you're trying to lose weight, you're in a caloric deficit, meaning you're eating less calories than it takes to maintain your body. So if that is the case, then why do macros matter, being protein, carbs, and fats? So I agree with you. I don't think that the macro breakdown matters as much as the calorie breakdown. However, I think that the most important macro to make sure that you are hitting is protein. So usually a good rule of thumb is 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. So for example, I weigh 147 pounds. So every day I have 147 grams of protein. This might be a little bit hard for people to get to at first. So doing 0.5 grams, anywhere from 0.5 grams to 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight is a good start. And then just build it up from there. So I think that that is the most important macronutrient to make sure that you are hitting is the protein. And then wherever you get your calories from, whether it's carbs or whether it's fats, it's all up to you. The only thing is that if you get more of your calories in fats, your calories are going to be used up very quickly because calories have a higher caloric, what's the word? Can't think of it. They have a higher amount of calories for very little amount. Ow, my foot's numb. Okay, look, we got our buns done. Ooh, yeah. Looks fabulous. let's get all this teasing out. So we're gonna move on to the third hairstyle. And this is a wet brush. If you guys haven't used or heard of a wet brush before, this is like the best brush that you can use to comb out tangles because the bristles aren't hard. They're very, very flimsy. You can actually move from very easily. So it's very good, especially for children. If you guys have any children and they're really tender-headed, get them a wet brush. Speaking of wet, my hair is, ooh, looks like I just came out of the pool. I hate myself. Okay. What we're gonna do for this one, we're gonna do 2 Dutch braids going into low buns. So I'm gonna do a middle part for this one. Grab your stick of choice and line it up with the middle of your nose. And then draw your line. All the way down. Hopefully this looks good in the back. And then brush this side over. Brush this side over. Make yourself look like a greasy slime. And then we're going to start on the right side. And I'm just going to bring this out of the way. So another question that I got, and this is a really good question. Why do you have to have a spray tan for competitions? A little bit more of this. So the reason that we have to get spray tans for competitions is because when you get on stage, it is much like theater. So just like you have to overdo like your makeup and stuff for a theater production so that the judges and the people in the audience can actually see, same thing goes for your tan. So the stage lights are blinding and they wash out your skin and your muscles. So when you're tan, you can see the muscle definition a lot more than if you were pale. And every single person has to get it. It doesn't matter what color your skin is. Everybody gets a tan so that everyone is like basically the same color, you know? So everyone's the same color when you're on stage and you can see muscle definition. So that's why you do it. So we're doing the same braid that we did at on the first one. We're going under instead of over. So we're gonna grab a little bit, add it, and under, trying to keep this one as organized as I possibly can. So that is the reason that people do tanning. It's not just like, there's a reason behind it. It's not just like for fun, and it's not fun. Like I'm telling you, getting that spray tan is not fun because it's sticky. You can't wear deodorant. You be stinking all day because if you wear deodorant, it'll leave like a patch in your underarm. And Reese just decided to come in. I thought the door was closed. What up, Reese? He's like, what do you want? But yeah, so we're gonna finish this braid. Now, ow! Ouch. We're not gonna finish the braid. We're going to tightly close it at the bottom so it looks like a ponytail. And then we'll come back to it after we do our other side. Oh, my freaking arms hurt. Yeah. This is an arm workout. Okay. Okay. I did it. Now that we got both braids complete, we're gonna put them into low buns. So we're gonna grab another one of these, and you can either do the double bun where you tease it, we could do that at the bottom, or for me, I'm just gonna do a regular ass bun. So the next question is your belly button an innie or an outie? What kind of question is that? So the reason I picked this one is because the answer is actually really freaking funny. So I am both. I am a innie whenever I have more fat around my tummy, and then I am an outie whenever I'm super lean for stage. It's so weird, and it actually tells me how lean I am based off of what my belly button looks like, which is hilarious. Okay, how do I make that other one look as cute? No, put that back. Go back. I want to make this one look as cute as the other one. And then the next question is, how come you wear your waist trainers during your workout? Do you see a major difference? So the reason that I wear the waist trainer is because I like the support that it gives me. I do not believe that wearing a waist trainer is going to make you skinny. I believe in hard work, cardio, training, and diet. That is how you get a small waist. There have been people that waist train like all day, every day, and say that they've seen a difference and they've lost inches. I am not gonna do that. Never tried it. Don't feel like wearing a waist trainer all day, and that just doesn't seem fun to me, and I sweat a lot, so I'm not gonna do that. So the reason I use it is I like the support that it gives me, and when I'm working out and I have it on, I just feel really secure and tight, and all my stuff is in. And I just really like it for that reason. And that's really it. I just use it as a tool, to be honest. Okay. Listen up. This question is very important because you might be struggling with this too. And it says, I have bad digestion and I don't use the restroom often. What do you recommend? So first of all, it is super important that you're regular when going to the restroom, because not only is it going to just kind of build up inside you, it's going to be very, very uncomfortable and affect your weight loss as well. Because honestly, when you are holding on to that much inside of you, it's just like packing on, and you probably weigh more than you actually do. So the 3 things that I use, and I use every single morning, and I'm not kidding you, if you follow me on Instagram, you know that I do. The first one is the First Form Opti Greens. I do a scoop of this. This has a probiotic blend in it and over 50 greens and vegetables. Ow. So not only are you going to be getting your greens and your veggies in, and your fruits in, along with the Opti Reds, 1 scoop of that. But they have antioxidants, there's a probiotic blend in it, and it helps with inflammation. So anytime that I stop using this, it's nuts. Like, I can feel it immediately that I'm just not as regular, and the energy boost that you get from these is just incredible. So 1 scoop of these. And then this is a Fiber Plus. I do 1 scoop of that. They have a chocolate, and I think they have a mango, and I mix it all together and I take it. Fiber obviously is going to help you be a little bit more regular. And the fiber, I will put the link below for you guys, but the First Form products, the link is below as well. You get free shipping with all First Form products, so make sure you check out the link. But the fiber, sorry, no dealio for this. This is just something that I have. Next question. What is one thing that you wish you knew when you started lifting? This is a really good one. And I wish that I would have known the importance of compound lifts, because I learned way too late the importance of a strong deadlift, a strong squat, and like a hip thrust, which I barely even use. I train so much upper body and I barely train my lower body. So if you're not doing that right now and you're in the beginning of your fitness journey, or if you're not in the beginning of your fitness journey, prioritize these compound movements, because they are going to be essential in building muscle. And then do the accessory movements that are like leg extensions, stuff like that. Those are what accessory movements are. So focus on those first, please. This is a really good question. It says, I cheat on my diet and now I feel bad. What do I do? Don't cheat on your diet. If you are feeling bad about an action that you are doing and it makes you feel bad, then why do you continue to do it? It's as simple as that, don't do it. If it makes you feel bad, don't do it. And that goes for everything. Anything that makes you feel bad, it's obvious that it's not something that's for you, so don't do it. We just like to self-sabotage so much. There's so many times that I would binge eat after telling myself that I wasn't going to anymore. And I knew that I was not going to feel good about it afterwards. And I knew that I was going to end up feeling gross and bloated and just ashamed that I let it get to that. But I would still do it anyways. And then obviously I would feel the same way that I always did afterwards. So just start thinking about that before you make a decision. Think about what happens afterwards instead of just being so in the moment with those feelings. Simple answer. Don't do it. This is a really good question too. It says tips on journaling and daily gratitude. So you guys know that I have a gratitude practice every day and I journal every day. So if you struggle with figuring out what to journal, 2 things that you can do. One, you can read a book and then when you're done reading a portion of that book, write about how you felt about the things that you read, your thoughts, things that you agreed with, things that you disagreed with. This will kind of get you in the rhythm of writing. Or there's also this thing called the 5-minute journal. It's on Amazon and it's basically guided journaling. I think there's a gratitude practice. There's a prompt in there. So if you really you don't want to think about it and you want someone to kind of tell you what to do, that is a good journal to get. I don't personally have it, but I bought it for a lot of people because when I journal, I have so much to already write about. So if I have a guided one, I'll be writing forever. So that's a really good one. And for gratitude, this is very kind of personal. What are you grateful for? And I know sometimes you get into a space where you're like, life sucks. There's nothing to be grateful for. What about your dog? What about your cat? What about your mom and your dad just for being alive? What about for waking up another day? It can be really small things like that. It doesn't have to be anything big. There's some times where I literally write about, I'm grateful that Vision is sitting next to me right now on the couch. Because sometimes it can be hard, but being grateful for those little things, and even when those big things come, then it makes them all so much better. So that can be very, very personal to you. Just 3 things daily that you're grateful for. And it's really nice to do them at the end of the day, like when you're wrapping everything up and you're getting ready to go to bed. Okay, this question I love. Any advice for someone who is thinking about getting into bodybuilding? First, if you are on the fence about it for a very long time, don't do it. It needs to be something that you are 100% I want to do this. Yes. Second, live the bodybuilder lifestyle before you just jump right into it. If you're not regularly going to the gym, regularly doing cardio, disciplined with your meals, then it's going to be a huge wake-up call for you. So live the lifestyle before you do it and then get into it. Third, make sure that you get a coach. Don't try to do it on your own because it's really hard to hold yourself accountable, especially to that level. You'll be like, yeah, I deserve a cheat meal. Maybe I'll do less cardio because you're just a lot more nice to yourself. And a coach is going to be straight up with you and tell you the truth. So definitely do that. And then don't be wishy-washy about it. Make the decision and make that the decision. And the last question, any plans on getting back into wrestling? So if y'all been following me a while, you know that I was a wrestler. And I like this question because I have actually been thinking about being a WWE wrestler. Because that is just right down my alley. Something that would be super fun, very athletic, very stage-like. So I've been thinking about doing that. I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon, but it's definitely like another goal that I would have in the future, because right now my goal is kind of a little bit more geared towards bodybuilding and the Olympia. And if I am focused on something, I'm 100% focused on it, so I can't be doing like two things at once. So yeah. So that's going to be it for today's video. I am trying to do a bunch of different things on this channel so that you guys can get a little bit of everything that I do with my life. So let me know if this is a video that you liked. Comment down below what kind of video you want to see next, and I will do it for you because I care about what you think. So make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you are new, and as always, I love you all so much, and you are more powerful than you think. Bye!